There we go. We're good now. All right. Good morning, everybody. Second try. Take number 2. Take number 5. I think it's take number 3. Yeah, I think it's take number 3 today. So far this morning. Yeah, no, take number 3. Yeah. Yeah, we're good now, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Yeah, let's do it here. Take number 2. I got to do it again. Good morning, Vietnam, and technical difficulties. Let's go, baby. Let's hope everybody can find this one hopefully soon. All right, there we go. There we go. I'm sorry, boys. I'm sorry. Hey, it's not my fault. Freaking, yeah, 1 day left, baby. Yeah, exactly. 1 day left till earnings, and that's the big thing. We are good. We're good. I'm sorry for the technical difficulties, guys. You got to bear with me. Okay, this time it's not my fault. This time freaking Streamlabs updated and it's throwing my setup off. But anyways, we got 30 seconds to the open. We're up 1.5% almost pre-market. And we do have a couple new filings and we have one new tweet. And that's pretty much all the news we have this morning that I've seen. But this is what we got, man. This is it. This is it. We've got earnings. It's tomorrow. I cannot believe it's finally here. It's finally here. Tomorrow. Tomorrow's the day that we go. Hopefully it will be the day of reckoning. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Right now, we got 4 seconds here. Good morning, Vietnam, everybody. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Here we go. We're opening up. Red candle. Red candles. No. R2. We're going up, not down. Remember, it does not matter. We kind of want it to go down today, actually, so we can get more shares. At least I kind of want to go down today so we can get more shares. So I get more shares before earnings. Right? Because tomorrow is worth the risk, in my opinion. It's worth the risk if you want to add more shares on a dip today, right? It makes sense. The risk-reward ratio makes perfect sense. We want to go up, not down. Yes, exactly. R2, we need to be going up, not down. We've got a ton of selling or sells right here at the open, and we got a huge-ass red candle. We're hitting 605. Hopefully, we bounce off $6 just like yesterday, right? We came back to actually down here essentially perfectly right before the close, hit $6, and now we just turned red. Wow. Wow, high growth is absolutely free-falling. Holy crap. Yeah, microvision's down 2% now. This was up. This was in the green pre-market. Wow. All right, let's check the markets here. Yeah, UVXY. Okay, no, UVXY is the same, actually. Never mind. Never mind. High growth itself. Okay, it looks like high growth by itself is getting absolutely annihilated. Everything else is kind of not doing as bad. Wow, we're hitting $6 now. Wow. All right, there we go. We hit $5.99. Just broke $6 just like that. All right, I may get my wish. I may be able to add today. Anything under 6 is fair game, honestly. Anything under 6 for me. If we go down to like 590 flat or 580 flat, yeah, I'll probably add. I don't know how many I'm gonna add. I don't know, maybe 100, maybe 10, maybe 50. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Brandon, did you see the new article by Seeking Alpha? 1,000% plus price prediction. No, I don't think I did. I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what. I'll check that out if you send me the link, or I'll look it up and find it either way pretty soon here. But right now we're gonna do the chart for a couple more minutes. I'll check that out though. Yeah, it looks like I do need to check. PatBio acquired a new DNA extraction company. New DNA extraction company. Again, Pat, I don't know if that's true or not. I didn't know about that, but I'll tell you what. If that's true, let me look here. Okay, they acquired DNA extraction company Circulomics. Anyways, yeah, that's actually a good thing in a sense. That's a good thing in a sense for BioNano, and here's the reason why. They're not trying to do what we do already. We have, and imagine it. Let's put it this way, right? So it's simple. Stay with me, right? This actually makes perfect sense. If PatBio were acquiring a company like Nabsies that tries to do what BioNano is doing right now, that would be bearish. That would be like, okay, crap, PatBio is trying to take our market. They're trying to do what we do. But they're actually not doing that. They are acquiring stuff that does short-read sequencing, and now today we got them doing a DNA extraction company. In other words, think of it this way. PatBio is strategically admitting that they don't have a chance in the 500 base pair realm. Right? They just don't. And SV, they're giving us the keys almost. Like they're giving us, you know, they're admitting they don't want to do that market because it doesn't make sense for them to even try to get that market share because it's all ours for the taking, and they understand this. So it is kind of a good thing. And as I'm saying this, we're hitting 598 new intraday low. All right, let's check this article out. All right, let's do it. No, not that. Here we go. There's a virus. Dude, you could send me a virus so easily. I do have a crappy free virus protection that is claiming, it says it's up and running against malicious websites or whatever, but all right, manager's trying to introduce new technology. Higher volatility ahead of BioNano. You know what? Before I go and read that all, right? Before I go and stutter our way over that article, tell me if you want me to cover that now or later, or do you want to do the chart now or the article now? You tell me. You tell me. Majority rules. Good morning, Vietnam. Hello. Good morning. Good morning. High growth is red. High growth is kind of carnage today, man. I mean, it's kind of weird what we have. I mean, okay, we'll see what happens at the end of the day, right? Hopefully it's one of those dip at the open, rip at the close, get a green candle on the day, right? On the daily. Hopefully it's one of those scenarios, but right now everything was green. Everything was fairly green pre-market. Now everything's red. Very weird. Very weird. Article. All right. Fair enough. Higher volatility ahead as BioNano reveals what it's made of. That's not reveals what it's made of, not what's it's made of. Wow, the title of the article has bad grammar. Wow. And even I can recognize that. Manager is trying to introduce new technologies in medical research and diagnostic market. Okay, yada yada. Is there anything cool here? The current cash balance is enough to sustain for 5 years. Okay, that's more. I think we're actually more than 5 years. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're actually more than 5 years. First critique right there. Okay, we anticipate that the strength of our balance sheet will enable us to clear barriers to global adoption of OGM with Sapphire. Is there anything? Is this a good article? Okay, the ticker is hoisted with expectations. Investors look forward to seeing. Oh my gosh! All right, is there any new information here? The potential is 900% to almost 2,000% rise in share price, so missing the first 50% of the rally in return for substantial evidence that a market for Sapphire exists is worth it. That's good to see right there. Expect a rise in operating expenses as the company continues to enhance its talent base. Excuse me? Am I missing? Am I stupid? Or does that not make sense? Talent base? What? Do you mean, okay, I think they mean as in employees. Okay, LinkedIn data show that headcount increased 30%, actually 33% last I checked. In the past 6 months, including 5 management hires, these expenses should be seen in the positive light, in my opinion. And higher spending on company-sponsored research will also add to the cost. Yes, that's good. That is a good thing. Yes. All right. Yeah, I don't think we're going to read this whole thing on stream because it's just too boring. I'd say, here, let's just read the summary. Capital raise in Q1 bought it another chance to pitch its instrument to the medical. Okay, yada, yada. $362 million in cash. We know this. The new funding will enable the company to increase. We already know that. Is there anything important? Is there anything cool in this? Shareholders now expect that the newly injected cash will help accelerate the adoption of Sapphire. The devices gain acceptance. We're looking at recurring revenue in the range between $800 million to $1.6 billion from consumables alone, putting the company's ticker at $60 per share to $120 per share. See, that's a good. See, this is the kind of information that you actually want to talk about in these articles. Not they have $362 million in cash. This, in turn, is a 900% to 1,900% upside potential from current prices. However, there's a big if in our assumption, which rests on the existence of a market. The company has been trying to introduce OGM for years. It is prudent to wait until there are more tangible signs of a market before jumping in. Oh my gosh, I'm going to kill this guy. Even if an investor misses the first 50% or 100% portion of the rally, they would still be ample opportunity. This is worth it, especially for those who can't afford to lose their capital. Here's the problem. Okay, this actually is important. Okay, we're going to flip between the price and this, but this is actually important that I debunk this shit right now. Because this guy is saying, look at this last paragraph here, right? Why? He's basically saying, it doesn't matter if you miss the first 50% or 100% run, right? Just get in after there are tangible signs of a market before jumping in. Now, tangible means it's perceptible by touch, right? In this context, it's more just perceptible by it's perceptible, right? It's factual. It's clear that there is a that there is a market before jumping in. If you do your research, listen to me right now, if you do your research, you understand that there's a huge market for cytogenetics alone that does karyotyping, CMA, and fish. We do exactly what that stuff does, but better. By definition, there's a market for us right there. The company estimates 10,000 sapphires sold. That's what our total market opportunity could be. We made what? Over $1 billion a year in profit. There already is a market for sure. And here's the real fallacy here that this guy, this is the real problem with this argument, right? He's saying, why not just wait until there is a tangible sign of a market? Here's the problem. There's never going to be a point where it's like, boom, okay, light bulb, there we go. There's the click, there's the green light. Now there's a market. No, that's never going to happen. That's not possible. It's not that easy to gauge whether there's a market or something. It's not that easy to gauge if there's going to be another technology coming in, taking our market, or if we're going to continue getting this stuff. That's not how it works. We're going to, if there's a market for us, we're going to slowly get it. It's not like you're just going to be able to tell by some genie and just instantly the force, like it's some magic sign comes in and tells you now it's time. No, listen to me, okay? You get in now and you get in. This is what you do. If you believe in the company, you get in and you bet your investment, and you bet the stake of your investment on the synthesis that we're going to be getting market share of the sapphire system, the CMA fish karyotyping. That's what you're betting on sometime in the future, right? Whether that's now or 5 years from now when we're getting $1 billion in revenue, 10,000 sold, or 10 years, right? We don't know, because the fact is this tangible signs of market thing, that's just magic, right? We're never going to know. We're never going to know exactly when it's tangible, right? We're never going to know. The fact is the sapphire is better than all the competition, and what it does, there's thousands of opportunities, thousands of labs, there's 10,000 sapphires sold maybe in 10 years from now, right? That's what our projections are. If that were to happen, that's for sure. We're for sure going to go up. What did he say? 2,000%? Yeah, $120 a share, 2,000%. Okay, there you go. That's the best thing I've seen from this article, because I can't do that math, but this person can. So 2,000% upside to $120 a share, and then 900% upside to 60. So that's what you're looking at. I mean, if $120 a share, that's something that's like probably 5 to 10 years down the line, and you're making 2,000% return on your investments. Think about how many, if that's right, of course, it's resting on do your research on the sapphire, understand that the sapphire, see if you actually believe in it, like most of us do, right? At least I do. Wow, look at high growth. Damn. All right, here we go. I'm adding shares today. All right, let me get, I kind of want to do 580. Yeah, no, never mind. We're already at 20 on the RSI. Yeah, I'll go ahead and add a couple. I'll go ahead and add, here, let me switch accounts here. Oh, here we go. It bounces right before I add. I'm going to do, hey, please make your own decisions. Just because I'm adding at 590 does not mean that we're going to for sure bounce. No, absolutely not, okay? Well, for me, here, I'll tell you my plan here in a second, okay? I'm just trying to get as many shares before earnings, man, and get as, okay. Here's the thing, man. Dude, if we're going to dip today like 5% or 3%, or even close the day right now where we are, 595, that's a steal for tomorrow, in my opinion. And here's why. Earnings is going to kick ass. There's a very high chance of that. And if that does happen, there's a very, like when I say very high chance, I'm talking like 95% chance that we're going up 20%. That's as simple as you can get. All right? That's based on the last 2 data points that we have. And that's also based on common sense. Right? So there's my order. I got 30 share buy order in for 590, and right when I put it in, we start going. That's absolutely fine. I already have enough shares. But back to what I was talking about. This article, I actually do like. I really like what they say here. I like this little the calculation here, right? If you're making 2,000%, let's just say this. Let's say that BioNano is going to go freaking its volatility. We go to $30. We go back down to 10. The volatility over the next few years, the volatility is fucking crazy. But let's say 10 years from now, we are making 1.6 billion, or well, not 1.6 billion a year, but I mean, we would be, honestly, if we would be making this much a year, we would be even crazier than that, right? We'd be even crazy. I guess, actually, no, he's talking about annual revenue here, not just consumables. Yeah, never mind. Okay, so this is actually a little bit conservative. That's actually even better. Okay, sorry. But I know that probably doesn't make sense. I'll explain it. But first thing I want you to understand is that if you're making 2,000% returns in 10 years, the market's not going up 2,000%. My friends, the market's not going up 2,000% the next 10 years. Probably not. You're probably going to be beating the market if this is going to go. You know, the market average is 10% a year. That's what the S&P average return is, right? That's what it usually is getting. If you're getting 2,000% in 10 years, you're beat. I mean, if you put a substantial amount of money in this, you're rich, essentially. Like, I don't want to be that guy that's like, oh, you're going to be rich if you invest in this stuff. I just want to put it into perspective, and that's the best way for you to understand. Of course, there's risk, but think of it this way: if we're right about the company, if we're right about the Sapphire getting this amount of a huge amount of adoption, dude, this is a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer that this is going to happen because the business model is so favorable, and the consumables only will increase. The product is better than all the competition. Give me a reason why we're not going to get 10,000 Sapphires installed. There's none, right? Trick question. There's fucking none. Simple as it gets, man. Simple as it can get. You can't get any simpler than that. Anyways, 596 right now, down a little bit over 1%. Look at Microvision, man. Absolutely free falling, getting killed. Let's see what the broader markets are doing. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. The Russell just got annihilated. That's what just happened there. And UVXY is surprisingly not really doing that well. Damn, I knew I should have added this morning. Man. I gotta start trading on stream. I stopped trading so much on stream because I don't know why, but I'm always better at trading off stream because there's not as much pressure for me. I'm just one of those people that I don't know. For Bio Nano it's different because I'm just adding and holding, but when I'm doing the actual swing trades, then I prefer doing it off stream. But yeah. Anyways, all right. Let's read some comments here. People are scared of being bullish on BNGO in case they're wrong. Everyone wants a clean track record. I know, and there's a lot of risk with BioNano. Sure, there's a lot of risk. But, I mean, honestly, relatively speaking, if you're going to be a long-term bull, there's not much risk, in my opinion. I mean, if you're a long-term bull, there's not much risk. Who bought the dip now? Good luck to us tomorrow earnings report. Yeah, I know. Tomorrow's the day. Save the powder for tomorrow afternoon and Thursday. I can guarantee you'll get a chance to buy this stock at half the price before end of year. Can you financially guarantee that for us, Thresh? All of us? Are you sure you're ready to make that commitment? Oh, I'll take it. I mean, hey, if you're going to financially guarantee. Oh, man. You need to do trading other stock, especially since BNGO is just holding and adding. Yes, I know. I do need to do more trades on stream. I don't like trading on stream, though. I mean... We'll do more. We'll probably do more. Brandon, even being a bull with like 5K or 10K, you have ridiculous returns, not much to risk. Not much risk to lose 5K for most. I know, exactly. That's what makes it such a no-brainer. I know. And we are back to being at 21 on the RSI on the 5-minute. Let's see what we're at over here. Not that bad over here, actually. High growth is just taking everybody to the gutter today. But the good thing, the actual good news here is that look at this. Look at the valuation of BNGO and Nano Dimension, man. Do you guys notice something here? We're only like 20 cents away from them. Usually we're like $1 below or 50 cents below at least. And the reason why is because we have outperformed both of these stocks yesterday and today. We're going down less than them and we're gaining more than them. Yesterday we were, at least, right? So that's the bright side, and the reason for that is likely because of what the CEO said over the weekend, and because we got earnings coming up in a couple days, or tomorrow, literally tomorrow, right? So Brandon will go bold if we hit $4. Yeah, that's probably true. Yeah. Ready to cut your hair tomorrow, Brandon? Oh man, it would have to go to all-time highs, but I'll tell you what, I'm ready to shave the beard. Yeah, I'm ready to shave the beard, or the attempted beard, I should say, because that's gonna happen if we hit $10, and that does have a chance. That does have a chance of happening if we get a huge ass beat in revenue, which I think is totally realistic. I mean, there's a realistic chance that we get a huge beat. There's a very high chance of you guys know my projections, 3.7 to 4 million. That's what I'm thinking. It just doesn't make sense for Thrash and all these people saying we're going to get a miss. The companies, all the evidence, all logical thinking would lead you to believe what we think, which is what I already said. We're likely to get a B, and I'll go through the rundown right now since we got 1 day till earnings, right? If I'm going to spam you and do a dream game and you're going to be freaking dead by the end of this, every time take a shot every time I say something about earnings. I mean, this is the day for it, though, because earnings is tomorrow, right? Literally. So I'm just going to go into the spiel. The reason is because we're only projected. Listen to this, okay? There's about 1,000 things here. But one thing is that there's only a 400,000 difference between this consensus compared to last consensus, right? $400,000. So think about that, right? We're already on track to make 3.1 million, which is what we got last quarter, right? Let's just say we're going to get that as well. We only have to make $400,000. We only have to make $400,000 more this quarter to meet the consensus, right? So, well, how are we going to do that, Brandon? That's $400,000 more. What about this quarter makes it more likely to get more money than it was last quarter, right? Well, I'll tell you, it's very simple, and this is the beauty of the business model of BNGO. This is what I want everybody to understand. Every installed Sapphire that we get, every single higher install, and remember, we're getting rental agreements like that. We're getting installations like that. Consumable revenue will literally increase every single quarter because remember how the consumables, what they're derived from. They're derived from the Sapphires actually performing and analyzing genomes and samples and kits and consumables, contributing to those consumable revenues. That's how the consumables actually happen, right? The more Sapphires installed, listen to this, okay, this is important. The one sentence to sum it up right here. In the aggregate, the more Sapphires installed, the more consumable revenue, right? And forget the in the aggregate thing, okay? I'm going to tell you right now, there's like a 99.999% chance if you have higher installed Sapphires, there's going to be higher consumable revenue. That's as simple as it gets. And the reason is because there's a ton of Sapphires installations. Relatively speaking, you're getting a huge CAGR. Technically, I guess you could say compound annual quarterly rate, not annual, because we're going quarterly in this example, but you know what I mean, right? It's not like we're getting one installation each quarter. No, it's not like we have 1,000 installed already, so one wouldn't matter. No, we're having 100 installed right now, 107 to be precise. Every single quarter we're getting on average, the company's projecting the rest of the year, this quarter, next quarter, quarter 2, quarter 3, and quarter 4. Each of those separately, they will each have 14.3. I know it's like, how do you have 0.3? That's what the math comes out to be, at least my math. 14.3 Sapphires installed each quarter. That's what the company is projected. If you do those calculations, we're going to beat revenue. Just imagine if consumable revenue is going to increase. Like I already said, it's 99% chance. We're counting on that. We're already going to get 3.1 million. You add in the consumable revenue increases, plus the extra sales and rental agreements that we already essentially know about this quarter. You got an extremely auspicious chance to beat earnings. Simple as it gets. Simple as it gets, man. Yes, quarter 2 is tomorrow. Quarter 2 earnings is tomorrow, my friends. Yes, please set the reminder on the stream for me. For my stream. Oh, the mic was on the other side. No. That's not good. That's not good. Set the reminder for the stream if you want. It's tomorrow after the close. 30 minutes after the close. And here we go, baby. We're down. Here we go. Yes. Good. I'm going all in, baby. I'm all, hey, tomorrow I don't know how I'm not nervous. I'll be very nervous tomorrow. In tomorrow's stream, you'll see me being very nervous again, I'm sure. Because it's gonna be I'm worried. I'm also very excited. I'm also very confident. So I have pretty much all the range of feelings that you could have before the earnings, because it's just I will be at, if we're gonna stay down, if we're gonna continue going down here, if we're gonna hit 580 flat, then I might get serious and add like 100 or 200 shares. Seriously. Okay, I got to enter the matrix real quick. Hold on 1 second. I got to enter the matrix real quick. Feel free to leave. I got a text. There's a guy coming over. I got to let him in because he's fixing our air conditioning. I got to see when he's coming real quick. Feel free to get out of here. Hold on. I'm in the matrix real quick. I'll be right back, my friends. I'm entering the matrix real quick. All right. Hey, let me ask you. While I'm in the matrix, you guys answer in the chat. How are you feeling towards earnings tomorrow? Are you excited? Are you nervous? Are you optimistic or what? Confident? What the hell? What do you think? Are you thinking we're gonna die? Are you thinking like Thrash, this is the beginning of the end? What are you thinking? All right. Okay, we're good. We're good, baby. We're back. We're back. Here we go. All right. Gosh dang, we're at 19 on the RSI. All right, I'm done. All right. Oh my gosh. I already added 30 shares today, my friends. Jake, my friend, I already added 30 shares today at 590. Yep. Hey, when I told you yesterday, and it looks like I'm gonna be adding a little bit more here. Wow, look at high growth go. Damn, dude, I knew UVXY. I knew, damn it. UVXY, man, I knew I should have freaking added this morning. What am I doing? Hey, I'm still holding my 30 shares. I can't, but that's, it's only 30. I wish I had fucking 100 at least. But anyways, why do I always, anytime I miss like an opportunity, what I was like debating adding on a swing trade or selling or whatever, I always kick myself for it if I was wrong. But I almost did it, but then I decided not to. But what was I saying? Hey, let me read the comments here. Optimistic. Your camera has gone off. Yeah, I was in the Matrix real quick, my friend. Yeah. Very excited. Dog Brad is excited but curious if this Delta variant will cause another big pullback as we eventually head into winter. UVXY is your friend. UVXY is your friend. Minus 2% today, plus 20% tomorrow. Yep, exactly. Rip growth, lol. Yeah, I know. Rip growth. Yeah, that's true. All right, here we go. Oh, come on, break. Go down to 580. I want this to hit 580 because there is a natural level of support actually at 580, guys. So, please add at your own damn discretion, please. But there is a natural level around 580. So this is, anywhere in the 580, especially low 580s, which is kind of what I'm waiting for. I hope that we hit, roughly 581, 582. I'll probably add 100 shares if we get there. Yeah. WTF, I'm getting killed. Hey, man. Hey, this is what happens when the damn high growth sector gets killed. Yeah. Look at this. Microvision is down 6% today. What is going on with Microvision? Wow. AMC's getting killed. Mara's getting killed. And Bitcoin's still doing relatively well. Think about that. And that's because Mara has that high growth tether and lean. What the heck is this? This is bullshit. All right. Okay, no, I shouldn't say that. Robinhood, every time Robinhood goes up now, I'm just going to be wondering, like, who is buying Robinhood because the app sucks ass and their manipulation is proven, right? I guess the valuation from a fundamental perspective could be good, but like otherwise, like long term, unless their business model changes, I'm never buying them. Does anyone own Robinhood? I mean, I guess a swing trade, that's fine, but I don't know. All right, Brandon, do you still think we will be green tomorrow? Yeah, absolutely. I think we will be green tomorrow. Well, no, I don't think we'll be green tomorrow necessarily, my friend. I think we will be green after the earnings, my friend. I think the earnings is going to send us up a lot. That's what I think. All right. Yeah, all my high growth getting red. 580 we buy all together for once. I'm down. Actually, I'll probably do 581 because 580 might not get filled because there's already a buy wall there. Would not be surprised if that's actually real. It's probably somewhat fake, but we'll see. What's short interest looking like? Let's check it. Let's check the short interest. Yo, what's happening, Brandon? Yeah, dude, the freaking oh my gosh, this morning the stream, I had technical difficulties again. It's all because damn Streamlabs updated and it changed its thing. It changed its setup, which is so dumb how it is now. It's like they changed it to be retarded. Anyways, or I'm just stupid, right? One of the two. But again, you say we go up 20% after earnings, reduced to 15%, as it looks like we're on a 5% down day. Dude, listen to me. I'm seeing some comments today that are becoming depressed and like, oh no, it's over. We lost. Brandon, you're wrong. Dude, listen to me. If you're not happy with the stock, if you're not happy with BNGO, dude, you feel free to get the hell out of here, man. I don't feel like I have to say that anymore because all the paper hands are already gone. Feel free to give up and then move on to something else in your life. Go to freaking go to damn Robinhood. Go follow in Robinhood if that's what you want, man. I don't want to keep you here if you're gonna be. I don't want to keep you here. I just want to give you my thoughts on this, and my thoughts have not changed. Okay, the earnings. Remember, we're just moving with high growth right now. Right, we're just moving. If high growth's gonna bleed, we're gonna bleed. The things that set us apart from earnings or from high growth, for example, are the earnings, which is damn tomorrow. So if you're out here freaking out that we're down 2% the day before earnings, giving you a chance to add, I hate to break it to you, but it's probably not the best stock for you. Okay, this is probably not the best situation for you, my friend. Sorry. Please make your own decisions. I can be wrong, right? Right, there's a possibility where earnings tomorrow is going to suck ass. Obviously, I think there's I think it's an extremely low chance, but we're gonna see. You know, that's why. I mean, we're gonna see. We're gonna be going through it. Okay, I think it's gonna be a celebration day tomorrow. I think there's great things coming. I think we got good things brewing behind the scenes. I'm very optimistic for the company. I think the company's been doing great things. I think we're undervalued right now. I mean, you guys know what I think, right? You guys, I say this stuff every day. But, you know, we're going to see if high growth agrees. We're going to see if the investors agree. I think the numbers are going to be indefeasible, right? I think they're going to be, they're what's the word? They're not negligible, you know? It's going to force the stock to go a certain direction. I think it's going to be towards the fundamental value of the company. We'll see. We'll see. Yes, install base increase, more consumables will be run. Yes, precisely. Exactly. Yes. 100% nth ratio. Yeah, if you're not 100% BNGO, what are you doing, man? What are you doing? What are you doing? I mean, I'm messing around. You know, I'm messing, okay? I'm messing around. Please, please don't be like Brandon. That's irresponsible, right? Okay, you don't have to do it. You make your own portfolio decisions. I will make mine. How about that? How about that? But yeah, I'm 100% in BNGO. Yes. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, I think people are just venting. Such a great company, but the stock price keeps teasing. Dude, you guys have to understand. I don't know if people get this. Like, get this through the head, guys. Some of you, most of my OGs, obviously, I don't mean you guys, but the new people here, you guys have to understand something, dude. Just because the company's doing great things doesn't mean the stock's going to go up. Because you know what, guys? This is an irrational market, and this is a crazy, messed up world where if the company gets great news, where, for example, the offerings are literally set, that the CEO says we're never going to get an offering again, or says we're not going to get one for a long time, stock price goes down the next day. This is a world where we move more closely to what high growth is doing than what the company is doing, right? The only thing that has historically actually mattered all the time is earnings, and we have that tomorrow, and we have a very good case to be made that it's going to be kick-ass. I've made that case about 1,000 times. I'll continue. I'm sure you'll hear the rant a couple more times a day, but that's why I'm actually happy today, right? I said at the store, I was kind of hoping to hit 580. I said it, and I already added 30 shares at 590, and I'm waiting for this to hit 580 flat, or at least 581, 582, and I'll probably add 100 more shares, yeah, or at least 50. And you guys have to understand, when I say I'm adding like 30 shares, and you're like, Brandon, I thought you were serious, dude. You have to understand, I'm a college student, and I don't have that much buying power. I don't have that kind of money, my friend. Trust me, for my net worth, trust me, BioNano is like an extremely, extremely huge portion of my net worth, right? So trust me, I'm not selling out on you, right? When I say I'm bullish on BNGO, do not think I'm just trying to make money off you guys. You already know I make, like, you guys know, okay? I made $700 for the month of July. Right, which I'm not complaining about. That's from YouTube. I'm totally cool. I'm very thankful for that. But you guys know, okay, all that's going back into BNGO, by the way, right? You should also know that. All right, we've got some cat fighting in the chat. Maybe Thracious is being impertinent again. Oh boy. All right. I miss a short. We actually haven't had a short interest update today by our good friend Badform. We have not had an update. Okay, well, we did have one, but that was before the market opened, and there was no answer. So, yeah, that's what we're looking at. You guys have to understand, man. We're just moving with high growth today. Here, let me change it. Sound is good now. Let me change the damn title to something other than the sound is good now. Okay, earnings tomorrow. I'm adding, right? That's actually true. I'm not clickbaiting. I've already added, and I'm going to add again if we hit 580. So yeah, that's true. And here's the thing, guys. You guys have to look at. I hope you guys have done this. I've given you all so many opportunities. I hope you. It's my sincere wish that you don't just take my word for it, and you're not just betting literally your money on what I am saying, some random guy on the internet. I hope that what you're gonna do, if you're bullish on earnings and if you're taking the swing trade idea, right? Which is essentially just saying, all right, earnings is probably going to kick ass. That's pretty much all you're doing. Not that. What am I doing? If I hope what you've done is looked at the evidence, and it's not that hard. All you have to do is go in here and fact check and make sure I'm not just pulling numbers out of my arse and pulling random stuff out of the ass, right? All you have to do is come in here and look at the links and see if this stuff is legit. Read it, understand it, look at the projections. It's very simple. It takes 10 minutes to read, right? It takes 10 minutes to read. Not even that. Okay, I'll give you the link again, right? We've had several videos on this paper. This write-up here, this is basically why I think earnings is going to kick ass, right? I've already made a video. I hope you watched the video on it as well. Please understand there is a chance for it to go south. I'm willing to take that risk. I think the risk reward makes sense for someone like me. You have to try to make a decision if it makes sense for you, right? I think tomorrow, after the market closes, you're gonna wish you did more research. That's my opinion. I could be wrong. You have to understand. You have to understand something. You have to understand where I'm coming from, right? I am a YouTuber here that if I say something wrong, it's like the next day, it's like, Brandon, right? Okay, if I'm willing to take that risk and I'm adding shares today, right? You can see I'm adding my own money. I already added 30 shares. I'm about to add another 100 if we get down to 580, low 580s. I'm taking that risk for it, right? We could be totally off. The risk, the level of risk right now is it's off the charts, right? I mean, you're at like a freaking 12.0 on the Richter scale. Is that even a thing? Okay, I don't even. Is that the damn earthquake scale? I don't even know. Someone tell me in the chat. But you get my point. I'm taking a lot of risk right now, and you guys see the evidence. It's very clear. The evidence points to a very clear extrapolation. There's only one conclusion that you can make on this evidence. There's only one, and we've made that. I hope you go and research it yourself and don't just take my word for it. I really hope so. And with that being said, we're at 589 right now. Still kind of consolidating here at the bottom. All right. It would be good if BNGO has mediocre earnings because in the short term it doesn't matter as much. If the stock can go to 4s, I'd love some. Yeah, I would like to get shares in the 4s as well, but at the same time, it's like, dude, I don't think honestly, I get more worried about the channel and people getting pissed off at me than I do about the stop price going down. And that's kind of where I'm at. So I'm kind of like in a weird spot on that. So I wanted to go up short term, to be honest. I can't really. The worst thing about the channel is when BNGO goes down. The worst thing about it, yeah, that's literally the worst thing because people give up. And the problem in the first place is that people go in without any research or knowledge and they don't know what they're doing. That's the real problem. I try to do what I can. Obviously, as a YouTuber, you got to find the balance between like giving a 1,000 damn disclaimers and then actually giving your opinion and actually giving the truth. You got to find the balance there. But there's always going to be people like that just rush in YOLO, and then once it goes down 5% or 10 or 20 or even higher than that percent, and then they're done and they maximize their losses a lot of the time. Remember, guys, holding is your friend. When you're in doubt, here, think of it this way: if you don't know what you're doing, typically, in most cases, you want to hold. Why? Well, as long as it's not like a UVXY or like a freaking fear index or something like that. In the market, right? Not every stock, but in general, stocks over the long term, you know where they're going to go. Okay, if history has taught us anything in the stock market, it's stuff goes up in the long term, right? Simple as it gets. So selling before an earnings right now. God, I hope no one's contemplating selling out before earnings. Make your own decision, please. But anyways, as I'm talking, 584, 583, just a new intraday low. There we go. Yes. There we go. Here we go. We're hitting almost 580 flat. Yes, come down a little bit more, and I will add. I entered at 14 with research and average down to 7. Dude, think about it this way. Obviously, this is not guaranteed to happen, but think about it this way, man. If you're down 50% right now, or even if you're down let's say you bought like all in 1569, literally the worst you could have done. Literally, you're down like an insane amount right now, right? Your entire life savings. Let's say this: 10 years from now, let's just say this is going to happen. Let's just say we're right. Let's just say we're going to go up 900% or 2,000% in 10 years. Or 5 years even, right? But let's just say 10 years, right? Let's just say 10 years. You're beating the market, and if you have a lot of your net worth in that, you are literally, if you're like a middle class, if you're like an average net worth, average net worth American, I don't know. I guess it depends on your age, depends on everything, your job, everything, but you're making a lot of money, man. you're going to be very happy. And losing 50% at right now, that means nothing. That means at the end of the day, you're going to wish you added more shares if we're right. And it's up for you. And that's where it's like, well, Brandon, if we're right, of course, if the queen had bulls, be right. Okay, guess what, man? We don't know for sure what's going to happen. That's where it comes down. At the end of the day, it comes down to you to do your research and understand if you think and understand the chances of us doing that. Right, you guys know my case, right? The Savar's better than everything else than what it does. It's got a huge market. It's going to get a ton of sales. The business model is very favorable. Lineage and growth, nano nozzle, any of those things happen, it's fucking over. We're going to the moon, right? That's as simple as it gets. You have to do your own research and see if you come to the same conclusions as I do. And that's why I have 100% of the portfolio, right? And there we go, 582. Okay, there we go. Boom. I'll go in right now. Let's do. I don't have much buying power left. I'll do 60. I'll do 60 shares. I'll do 60 more. 60 more shares at 582. There we go. Woo. Brandon taking us through the 5 stages of grieving. Am I? What? I love the stock well before I found your channel. There's been literally no bad news from the company. Yeah, I know precisely. Hopefully the meme stocks will get the attention and changes to regulate predatory shorting on all startup companies. I think they may succeed in tapping below 5 before we see 7 again. Wow. Havana, you don't think earnings are going to be that good then, huh? Wow, that's weird. I'm surprised to hear you say that. Havana, what do you think about earnings? Yikes, I'm taking the day off. See ya. All right, my friend, fair enough. See ya. Brandon, I have $10 in my BNGO portfolio, and I got in at 811. I'm thinking of selling. I can't take it anymore. I might just sell. Can you snap your fingers for the boys? There we go. All right, reversal imminent. No, I'm kidding. I wish. I mean, sometimes that does work, honestly. But all right, there we go. My order just filled. And what I'll say is that, hey, man, if you're, I mean, I can't believe it's getting so emotional today with so many people selling. Man, this is just another day at work for me. This is just another day of going down, high growth getting killed. This is where UVSY comes in helpful, man. But anyways, and you have to understand, this is not BNGO's fault. This is high growth going down, and this is BNGO going down with it. Okay, this is not because people hate BNGO. This is because high growth is getting killed today again. But today, if you're getting emotional, oh Jake, you're joking. Okay, I thought, okay, that makes sense. Damn it, that makes sense. And now we're down 4%. Wow, now we're at 579. Free falling. LMAO, another day in the office for Brandon. Oh man, that's too funny. Look how oversold we are, by the way. Look at that. We're at 20 on the 5-minute RSI. And I know you're probably thinking like, wow, Brandon, it's a 5-minute. Good job. Well, just look in the past, man. There's not a ton of examples of being oversold like in 20 before, but look at this, okay? Every time the intraday low is here, you're really low on the RSI. And right now we're extremely low. So I would not be surprised if we're going to get a bounce here. But, make your opinions. We've got earnings tomorrow. You guys know what I think about earnings. You guys know I think we're mooning. Well, I shouldn't say that. You guys know I think we're going up substantially, right? That's what I should say. So, yeah. 5,000 shares just added 580 right there. Earnings will be good. We will see a rise after, but even more aggressive shorting. Dude, if they want to short it more, I'll add more, man. Dude, it's there. Here's the thing. You have to understand. I know this game, it probably gets, I mean, I understand it more than ever. I understand it just as much, if not more than you guys, right? Unless you bought at 1569, even then I know what you feel, right? I know it's hard to look at to have a company that you believe in so much and it just go down day after day after day. And these people like me are saying it's going to go back up. It's a good long-term stock, right? That's a lot of people view it as this, right? BNGO goes down. This guy on YouTube says it's a good company, and then it continues going down. They're like, screw it. There's no point to this. You have to understand, this shit is not going to matter in a year or 5 years. This shit isn't even going to matter after tomorrow's close. When the earnings comes in, that is what's going to determine the price. The high growth sector going down today gives you a chance to buy cheaply if earnings are going to be good. If this is a good company, if our research is good, my research has led me to the conclusion that B&G is going to outperform the market long term easily by a landslide. 2,000%, 10 years easily. Okay, or not, I shouldn't say easily, but that's what I'm thinking, right? These are the kind of numbers that I'm thinking. I finally can put a percentage term on it now that I actually have this article that did the math for me, right? $100, $200, 2030 or 2029, 9 years, I guess I should say, 9 years and less. That's what we're looking at, in my opinion. 1 billion in profit. That's what we would put that's where the share price would be put at. And it's actually probably going to be higher than that, right? Because actually, you have to understand the financials are not. It's not like every company trades at an exact PE ratio, an even PE ratio. No, sometimes there's future prospects with a company like BNGO, you can expect there's probably going to be better future stuff and innovations like nano nozzle, for example, in the future, right? So, yeah, Eric is laughing right now for the Bears. I think he is, man. Dude, Eric, they've expressed so much. I feel like they've expressed more optimism for this earnings than they did for the last one. And the last one was a kick. I mean, I wouldn't say the last one was a kick-ass one. It was only $200,000, but, it led us to going up 100%. And back to what I was going to say earlier. If we're going to go down on the earnings report, let's say Havana is right. It's going to go. We're going to get a good earnings, but then we're just going to go down pretty soon after, right? We're going to go up on earnings, like I don't know, 5, 10, 20% maybe, like we think. It's going to get shorted back down to 5 though. Let's say that happens. Guess what? That just gives us more reason to buy, and the reason why is because if the company is going to continue to get better and the stock price is going to go down, that's how you know. That's how you know you're going to make money long term, at least if you're right in your analysis, right? Just look at the Jeff Bezos quote by Amazon. Okay, it's the same thing with any company. Dude, all the Warren Buffetts, all the great investors, this is what they do. They buy when the stock is going down and the company is getting better. That's just a basic principle of investing, man. Everyone knows that. And when it's as clear as day, as when we're just going down based on high growth, and then if that scenario were to happen where we were to get a good earnings and then we're going to go down after because shorting and high growth going down, firstly, I hope you have buying power and UVXY, right? I hope you hedge your bets like I always say, right? I hope you, if that's something you're doing, right? I hope you're doing some sort of hedging, but it's just more reason to buy. And remember, if we're right about the company, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter, okay? You guys know. Here, let me pull up the chart. Let me pull up the chart again, and actually, just for kicks, just because Thresh is in the chat, let me actually pull up the bull case scenario. And this is actually not even the bull case. The bull case would be nano nozzle commercial releases, and we would be making. I mean, theoretically, we could go up to the thousands of dollars. We could go up like 5 to 10,000% in the stock price if the nano nozzle were to commercially release and start taking some of that sequencing market. Theoretically, that's what we could be doing. But anyways, that's the base case here. Let me pull up the bull case here. The bull case scenario is that we're profitable in 2023. We're making $2 billion in profit in 2030. If we were making $2 billion in profit, we're going up over 2,000%. 9 years. 2,000%. Think about that. Think about that return, okay? 9 years from now, think about where you're going to be in your life, if your life savings, if we're right, okay? If we're right, the contingency is if the company's actually going to do what they say they do. You have to do your research and see if you believe in that, right? You guys know you guys know my stance, I'm sure. But that's what you're going to be looking at, man. These are the numbers, and remember the business model. Remember why this is so auspicious. This bad, but you have to understand the relationship of the installed sapphires to the consumable revenue. This is why Thresh and all the other bears that are, if there are any other bears as stupid as Thresh in my opinion, that are saying we're going to go to 150 end of year or some crazy valuation that's way lower. It's essentially impossible, assuming we're going to sell some sapphires, right? Because the revenue is just going to continue increasing. Do you see a stock losing 80% of its value? Literally, right? He's saying we're going to go to 150. Do you see a stock losing 80% of the value? That when it's already going down like 80% from all-time highs, it's already going down like 70, 80%. Do you see it going down another 80% when it's beating earnings and making 200% year over year, 300% year over year gains on revenue? No, that's egregious. That's insanity, man. So, yeah, I know there's a lot there, but I hope you got something out of that rant. Let's take a drink here and read some comments. All right. Lol, they're going to $60 per share, but Eric is fine raising $200 million at $6 after having 9 figures in the bank. Why do they offer so many shares at $6 then? Probably because they need the cash. Probably because they're a company that has not had the stability ever like it has now. Probably because they've been close to bankruptcy for a fair amount of time. They've been around since what, 2002 or 2003, 2001. That's when Han started the company. They've never had the cash like they do now. They've never had the opportunity to do FDA approval or 5 clinical studies or nano-nozzle development. They've never had the cash for that. They've never had the cash for a CLIA lab, right? They've never had the cash for that. Now we have a CLI lab, and Eric confirmed it in the last earnings report. What does the stock do? Or not earnings report, last presentation. He confirmed it, right? We have the new CLI lab. We have the 5 large clinical studies happening right now. We have the Sapphire 2.0 timeline, even like more detailed and expedited, in my opinion, right? Timeline, debatably, I guess, barely. And then you have events like we have right now. CGC, man. And let's go to their Twitter right now, see if they're still tweeting here. They probably are. They're tweeting left and right now yesterday and a couple days ago. Okay, no, they're not. That's weird. What? Maybe it hasn't started yet. Oh, here you go. Here you go. Yeah, okay, we're actually starting at 2:20 Central. Okay, so starting at 40 minutes before the market closes. Interesting. And then we're over there. All right, cool. Yeah, anyways, they have the money. The reason why we did offerings, I guess it's debatable, right? It's debatable, right? Is it because Eric knows that they're never going to get that money and they should take advantage of it while they do? I guess you can make a case for that, but I would argue that that's not the case. Okay, there's a very low chance of that, in my opinion. Here's why. A company like this, a biotechnology company, a biopharmaceutical, something that's in this kind of genetic realm, biotech, this kind of company needs cash, man. When you get into the esoteric optical genome mapping, genetic testing, cytogenetics, this is the stuff where it takes a lot of capital to do stuff, man. Marketing, product development, sales even, right? Getting the damn sales team ready, hiring a ton of more people, which is what they're doing, right? With the C-suite, with the CCO, CBO, 1,000 new listings, right? We've had, 33% headcount growth in the last 6 months alone, according to LinkedIn, right? Not the best source, but that's the best we got. These are things that we need cash for. Good luck getting 10,000 Sapphires installed without millions of dollars in cash. Be my guest. Would you like, go ahead and try to build a company like BioNano or even any company without a lot of cash, man. You have to give coins to receive coins, right? You ever heard that before? That's kind of how I construe this. What's been going on here with the offerings, and I also love the fact, and it gives me a lot more. This is one of the many things that gives me confidence. As I'm sure a lot of people look at this stock and they're like, okay, $5 a share. They were a penny stock. They were 40 cents a year ago. Like, wow, they've gone up a ton. I'm not coming close to this stock. They've done 2 offerings. This stock literally looks like a quintessential pump and dump. The company doesn't have a long-term vision. They just want cash. They just want to make money, right? They just want to sell their shares at high valuation. That's the only reason why we're up. One thing that nullifies that claim is the fact that they haven't done any more offerings. They've only done 2. They've only done 2 offerings, and they didn't even do an offering at $15. If they didn't do an offering, think about this. If they didn't do an offering at $15 or $9, and the CEO just said, we're not going to do another offering, that gives you a lot of confidence about the company, man, and a lot of confidence about their actual word, right? I mean, think about it. If they were doing offerings left and right, I mean, either A, they need a lot of money for an acquisition or something good like that, maybe, or they don't believe in the company long term. These guys believe. I'm telling you, if you look at the quote, if you just read the transcript of an earnings call or re-listen to the damn webcast for the earnings call, you will see that this company, the management. I'm not going to say I trust the management. I mean, I guess it depends on what your contest is, what you mean. But we haven't even met these people. But from what we can tell, everything from all means, in any case, we can tell that the management, they seem to really want to do the global adoption of Sapphire. That's what they always say. It's what they always talk about. There's been no reason given to us to doubt their candidness. Is that a word, candidness? To doubt them being candid about their intentions with this global Sapphire adoption, right? So, from my perspective, the management seems like they've been very candid all this time. That's as simple as it gets, man. They have been. I mean, you tell me something that the management has done that's shady. I'll tell you what. The only shady thing, and this depends. I mean, it's a stretch to call this shady. It's more like strategic, right? They are so secretive about the I mean, or we're just conspiracy people and we just have no evidence, but which is not true. We do have evidence, or we're just wrong on everything. But the fact is, they're probably very secretive for some reason that we don't know about. Why haven't they talked about the CLI lab besides one little comment on the presentation? What about the nano nozzle, man? That's what we want to know. What has happened? They issued a patent for it. The CEO gave a huge quote on it last year, and we haven't heard anything about it. Imagine the possibility. I mean, the possibility alone of it commercially releasing, that gives this shit a 5 billion market cap right out the gate. Okay, if we're going to take the sequencing market along with the greater than 500 base pair market, that's over. I mean, it already is over. We're already on the way to making 1 billion in profit in 9 years. We're already on the way for that, right? Imagine what that number would be if we got a NAND and also commercial release, okay? All right. It's because they were two massive offerings. Lol, good luck finding many other companies that 50x their outstanding shares within 3 years of IPO. Dude, with a company like this, they need cash, man. I'm telling you. We won't know for sure. We won't know for sure. They've got a huge. Obviously, they've got enough. You know, we're losing. Like, what are we losing? 40 million. We're going to be losing. We're losing about 40 million this year, right? If we're losing 40 million on the year, it's probably a good idea to have some cash on hand, right, to offset that, right? And that's exactly what they've done. So not only do we have the benefit of not worrying about bankruptcy, right, which is a huge benefit that no one likes to talk about when they talk about offerings, but we also have the cash for business expansion, acquisition, nanonozzle development, headcount, hirings, right? CLI Lab, Sapphire 2.0, okay, FDA approval, 5 large clinical studies. I think I already said that one. You get what I mean, right? So I don't think it's inherently an awful thing that we did 2 offerings, right? Would I rather them only maybe done 1? Maybe. It depends on what they're going to do. It depends on in the future what they're actually going to be using their money on, if anything, right? That's what it depends on. If they're going to be using their money smartly, right? Are we going to get another big acquisition like Lineagen, right? That's kind of, these are the things that will make the 2 offerings either worth it or not, right? If they're not going to do anything for the cash and they just did it just as a backup, just as a safe, just as a plan B if the company fails, you know, and they never planned on doing FDA approval or anything, that or you know, any sort of huge marketing or business expansion, that's when it's like, okay, shit, that's not what we were. Like a couple years from now, that's when we'll know, right? Because it's not like they're doing an offering right now so they can do FDA approval in 10 years from now. That's unlikely, right? They're probably going to be doing this stuff in a couple years, if not sooner. Okay, so yeah, they already. This point refutes your entire argument about cash. Yeah, but they already raised $100 million at $3 per share, more than enough to last 2 to 3 years. Why dilute all your shareholders by 200%? Well, because sometimes $100 million only lasts 2-3 years, man. There's more than 2-3 years in the lifespan of a company, isn't there? Sometimes companies want more. They want more. Well, there's two rebuttals, I would say, and they're both. This is kind of trite at this point. I feel like I'm just losing viewers arguing this, but I would say there's 2 reasons, right? You want more cash runway, more than 2-3 years. You're expecting more, or also like point B of that one. The first reason, you're expecting more expenses, so you even more so you need more cash runway, right? Because it's going to go by quicker than you're originally accounting for, right? Which is what you say 2-3 years. Maybe they're expecting FDA approval coming in. It's actually going to be done in 1.5 years, right? Okay, something like that. Or number 2, they're doing something with the cash, right? Which is what I would argue. I would argue that the company is going to be aggressively doing things. For example, like we've seen, like CLI Lab stuff, like business expansion. Okay, there you go. Nanonozzle development, hopefully. Hope that one's obviously speculative, okay? Hopefully that's what they're doing as well. And then hopefully we're going to get another acquisition or something, right? Or a continued huge headcount expansion, right? Hopefully these are the things that we're going to do. Hopefully a manufacturing plant, making our own manufacturing plant. We need cash to do this stuff. Okay? 585. Yes, I do know. Yes, it was $3. Was it $3 and $6? Yeah, I don't remember the exact damn cent that it was. I know that they were both on the run. The offerings both took place. The first one was right here. Second one was right there. I think. Yeah. $5.84. All right, let's read some stuff. It's because the CEO looked and saw a bunch of idiots bidding up the price for no reason and cash in off them so they could survive for a decade. or it's because or the reason why we went up was because the December 23rd study that we showed that Pat Bio has no that we are the clear true kings of greater than 500 base protection. And yes, there was sure there was hype in the stock. Sure, there was a ton of retail investors FOMOing in. Absolutely. Sure, man. That's the same thing with any stock in the history of existence when there's a green candle. Okay? But the thing is, man, Thresh, what you're not understanding, I think you're underestimating the power of a couple institutions and whales and even a lot of retail investors like yourself, Thresh, that understood that, hey, there was a very high chance of this being a good product and having a huge take on the greater than 500 base pair market. But now it's proven because we actually got the first legit study that's actually like indisputable, indefeasible, right? You can't. It's for sure legit. Then people realize, okay, this is actually going to be big. This is actually going to sell a ton, and we've seen that exactly. We've seen huge increases in fundamental value in the company. We've only gone down. Okay, CEO says we're not going to get an offering. Stock does nothing. This is why selling now is like, it makes you wonder what you're doing if you're selling now. It makes me wonder what you're doing if you're selling now. All right, did I read the article from Belgium? From Belgium? Is it from Belgium? I read this article. Well, I read some of this article. If it's going to load here now, it looks like it's not. Okay, yeah, I read this article, which had a grammar, problem in the title. Man. The higher volatility ahead as BIOL reveals what's it's made of during the earnings call. That sounded off, didn't it? Well, it's because it's what it's made of, not what's, right? And this guy has made articles before. I think, was this the same guy that did the article for with this right here? I think it was. He did the same. Does somebody remember? Is that author the same guy that did this one right here? I don't remember. I think it might have been. Anyways, we're at 586 right now. If anyone's just getting in right now, I already added, what was it, 80, 90 shares on the day? Let's see. Hold on. Okay, yeah, I've added 90 shares on the day so far. And the day is not even out. The day has just started. I've already added 90 shares. Beautiful, beautiful. Hey, man. Hey, this is what it comes down to right now. I really am. Quite frankly, I'm very surprised with the sentiment in the chat right now. It's like very, I don't know, as some of them have been jokes, but there's a lot of fear right now. There's a lot of people that are wondering, like, is it time to give up? Like, really? We've got one red day, man. Dude, we've been trading in this $5.50 to $6 range since, like, we've been trading this for several weeks now. $5.50 to $6. We've been or I guess $6.50 as a max. We've been trading in this range for a while. We've had a descending resistance and ascending support for a while. We've got earnings tomorrow, man. Freaking calm down. If you believe in the company, calm the hell down. Buy the dip if you want. If you want more risk management, if you're worried about the red days, I can't tell you this anymore, okay? Let me tell you something, man. If you want to make money on the way down, well, one thing you do is buy puts or short or sell or whatever the hell you want to do. A better way, in my opinion, right? You're going to make more this way if the market crashes, UVXY or one of these fear indices, right? What the heck was that? Freaking matrix, right? That's a freaking matrix right there, man. This one is going to go up way, if the market crashes, this thing is going to go up thousands of %, right? If BNGO goes down, okay, realistically, in my opinion, we can't really go, yeah, we can, I mean, if the market crashes, I can see us hitting $4 again, okay? If we're going to go into threes, I don't even know if that's, I mean, maybe, I guess, threes, I don't even know if that's possible, okay? $4, under 5 is possible if the markets were to do absolutely awful, but besides that, I'm not really worried about 3. So, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, let me read some comments here. I watch your BNGO comment. Is there new content to watch? Yes, there is. It's my fault that I don't do that. The nuclear energy stuff, I still haven't really done a ton of. I'm telling you, man, the damn Witcher books, man. I just ordered the game as well because now I'm gonna start playing that. So that's gonna take that's gonna take some of my free time away. But nuclear energy is the next stock that we're going to do. And also we already do this. So I'm assuming I'm going to be covering the UVXY more often, because this is how, when the market crash comes, if it comes, or a correction, in my opinion, right? The markets have gone up an insane, I don't even understand how the markets are this high today. I really don't understand it. But everyone else is going with it, so I'm going with it. This shit is going to pop off one of these days, in my opinion. It's going to go up. And when I say pop off, I'm talking like 500% a day. Or not a day, like a couple weeks, like it did back in the last crash. And this is how I'm going to make the money to throw it back into BNGO. That's what I'm planning on, Kate. Obviously, you know, right now I'm only holding 30 shares. I'm going to need more than 30 to make a lot of money on this, right? What is that, $500? Okay, no, it's about $1,000. Okay, more than 500, but still, even for me with someone like this kind of net worth, it needs to be more than that, right? So we'll cover that. We'll cover that soon. We'll cover that more often, but you know, it's BNGO, man. BNGO is what we all want to know. BNGO is there's a ton of news on it, so yeah, we'll cover more stuff later. But I don't know, BNGO has got. Here's the thing, BNGO is like the most insane stock you can get. There's a ton of news, yet the stock doesn't give a shit about the news. Yet tomorrow is going to be the news thing. It's like the news event. It's the one thing that actually historically matters for the price. So it's going to be interesting. I'm kind of surprised that the high growth is getting killed today, though. This is kind of really weird because the markets aren't even doing that bad, and the fear isn't even that high. I don't know what the cause of high growth getting shitted on today is. Everything was up pre-market. Does anyone know what's going on here? If you want to say it's inflation or one of those other things, right? Well, that would affect the fear index. So I don't know why high growth is peculiarly going down today, right? That makes no sense. Again, is there a reason why we have not recovered from our all-time highs as a sector? When the markets are like way past all-time highs, when the high growth all-time high was at February 16th, when the markets were way down, relatively speaking, from where they are today, no, it makes no goddamn sense. There is a disparity between high growth and the broader market's valuation, in my opinion, right? What do you guys think about that? Why the hell? Here, let me show you something. Let me here. All right, let me just go here, right? So the markets, right? So the Nasdaq's at almost, 14,500. All the markets are close to all-time highs right now, right? These high growth sectors as a whole, most of these stocks, right, especially these four right here, almost all of these, almost every single one of these stocks, and there's more than this. This is not the entire high growth sector. Most of these, their all-time high was at February 16th. The broader markets were at an all-time high on February 16th. That was a previous all-time high, right? Since then, today, the Nasdaq has broken out. Same with not with the Russell. The Russell actually hasn't, but all the other ones, the Nasdaq, the SPY, the Dow, they're way, way higher. And then in the high growth sector, not only have they not caught up to new all-time highs with the markets, they have gotten killed, like almost all of them, over 60% down from all-time highs. Most of them are closer to 70 and 80%. Okay, think about that. What the hell? You want to make the argument, Brandon, they were inflated. It was hype. I mean, do you understand how much 60% is for all these stocks? We're talking billions of dollars for every single one of these stocks. I would argue that's not because of a few retail investors hyping it up. I would argue, and also factor in as well that BioNano, for example, and a lot of these other companies, although they've gone down so much, the company has gotten better by and large, right? For BioNano's case, it's gotten way better. For most of these other companies, they've gotten at least slightly better. So it's very weird. It's very weird. You want to somebody try explaining that, man. All right, we have become cynical. However, this is a buy zone, just can't be as certain. It's not going to find a lower bottom before it finds its real value. Yeah, I know. A lot of people have become cynical, man. Dude, we're past that stage. We're past cynical, and we're towards what are we now? I don't know. We're the fellowship, man. Nothing phases us anymore. We're like Frodo and Sam on the base of Mordor. Right? You got when I can't carry it for you, Frodo, but I can carry you. Gray Havens, right? Is that even Gray? I heard Gray Havens is the one they play right on time. Anyways, does anyone know my Lord of the Rings references by any chance? 584. We got a green candle here. Hopefully signaling the reversal. Got some buying pressure coming in here. BNGO should be mooning. Great management. Additions, great news, superior product, and big industry. Yeah, I know. Bigger market than people realize. I know. All right. There's no new tweet. Cynical then pissed off. No. Actually, I'll do you one better. Cynical then giving up. Cynical then depressed. Brandon, did you ever find out what Bill Gates is doing in Wyoming? Are you talking about the whole nuclear energy thing with Bill Gates, the nuclear reactor he's building? Bull flag. This is a bear flag, more like. Okay, when you consolidate after going down, that's bearish. What we need is like a doji, and then what we need is a doji, then a hammer, then like a bullish engulfing. We need green. We need moon time. Win Lambo, win moon. All right. Have you looked at the order book? Yes, I have. I'm looking at it right now. We got a 30K buy wall at 570. Nothing extraordinary that I'm seeing. Nothing out of the ordinary that I've seen here. That I'm seeing here right now. Even if you were in the red, you would get much better return by selling and putting it all into Baba. Bro, of course, Thresh is freaking for the damn Chinese. Baba is the damn e-commerce. Wait, hold on. Let me make sure. And let me go ahead and add. Do I have this on my main watch list? Yeah, I do. Yeah, hold on. Let me check. Let me make sure I'm thinking about the right company. Yeah, this is. Yeah, they do. This is the damn China e-commerce thing. Of course you're bullish on this shit. Of course. Of course you are. Want to support the damn commies. Of course. Wow, this thing dipped down to 179. What the hell? All right. Let's go back here. No one cares about Baba. Let's be honest. 585 right now. Down over 3%, barely. A bit of a carnage day, but this is what we wanted, honestly. I mean, this is what most of us, at least this is what most of the people who are like real, who actually have a clue what's going on, most of us have actually been wanting a dip like right before earnings. This is kind of the best case scenario would actually be us going like way down right before earnings, like going down 5% or 10% tomorrow or today and tomorrow. So then I would load, oh my God, I might load all of my buying power. I might go all in with zero buying power left. That's how optimistic I am on earnings, man. The evidence is so clear. Yes, I could be wrong. It's still hard to say, but it's so much more compelling than last earnings, and I've been right on the last two. It's like there is a very high chance to beat. That's what I think is true. You guys have heard the spiel 1,000 times at this point. I'm sure you're tired of it at this point, man. Don't do it, Brandon. We might get delisted tomorrow. Why do you think earnings will be good? Oh, man, come on. You're not seriously asking that question, are you? Come on, I've said that rant 5 times. My friend, please watch the video I made 2 days ago, my friend, on why earnings. It's titled "Why Earnings Will Be Kick-Ass." Right? That is the rant that I can get. That rant will be better than the one I can give right now. Will this affect tomorrow? Yes, it will affect tomorrow. Yes, absolutely it will. I mean, even if it is, I mean, earnings is going to affect the price, right? I mean, technically it could just be a match and the price would just like stay because it's like, okay, there's nothing big here. That could happen, but if it's going to be big in either direction as far as like a difference in what the consensus and what the numbers are, it's going to move. It's going to move, man. You guys, earnings is important. Although big caps have set a trend recently, some big caps have set a trend for earnings not affecting the stock or having an inverse relationship, right? Having an opposite effect, right? BNGO, last 2 times, it has affected. So there's a clear trend for us, and it makes good sense as well because no one cares about the other news. The news that we do care about is the concrete numbers. Take that, Thresh. I want to punch you, Thresh. Baba is a top 8 biggest company in the world and dropped by $400 billion in market cap. If you don't think BNGO can drop to 150, you are fried. Bro, BNGO would have... No, it can't... Bro, I mean... Theoretically speaking, BNGO could drop to 150 because anything is possible in the markets. Theoretically, right? But let me just explain to you, Thresh, what would have to happen for us to go to $1.50, right? I'm not good at math, but we would have to drop like 70 to 80 to 90% of our value from right now to go to $1.50. Do you even comprehend what it would take for that? Okay, you're going to need a 30% market crash or more. Okay, you're pretty much going to need World War III. Okay, even then, if we're getting revenue beats like we're expected to tomorrow, right? Even if we're going to get, I mean, you're going to need the biggest earning misses. I mean, you're going to, God, you would need, I can't even actually think of a scenario of that happening. I really can't. I mean, $3, $4, if a market crash happened, I can see those numbers, like worst case scenario. $1.50, this company would have to be a complete fraud. And the people who I've literally talked to face would have to be lying when they told me that they have had friends and they have pictures and they have seen the headquarters of BioNano. They would have to, and I've had 2 of my good friends, Mark and Brennan. You guys know both of them, right? Messenger Moisil and Mark, the 1 million shareholder of BNGO. Both of them have told me they have went to the damn headquarters. Or at least Brennan had a friend that did. Okay, Mark has actually been there himself. Okay, they would have to be lying to me. They would have to be secret shorts, right? It's goddamn crazy, man. You're crazy. Oh man, 588 right now just broke the previous high, signaling a possible reversal here. Maybe we'll see. Dude, I don't have it in me to invest in a company that is in a country run by damn communists. I don't have it in me. I don't support communism. Is like the enemy. Communism is the ultimate enemy for me, right? Make your own opinion, right? I guess, okay, have your own opinion, right? If you like communism, okay, make your own opinion, right? But for me, that's the ultimate enemy. I want to stay away as far. If anything, I'm going to short Chinese companies, right? Oh man. All right, goddamn commie. Yeah, Thracia. Should we start? Yeah, we should start calling Thracia commie because he likes the Chinese companies, right? Oh man, 150 is still 400 million. Market cap seems reasonable for a company with 20 million of sales in a bear market. My friend, you're forgetting a huge piece of the puzzle there, my friend. Future. Most companies with $400 million market cap, most of them don't have the best product in the field that's projected to get them tens of thousands of installed units, or at least thousands of installed units, right? Most companies don't have the damn nano nozzle that has been literally, there's evidence for a nano nozzle may be coming out, right? There's evidence for it. Most companies don't have that. Okay, the possibility of it alone, let's say the nano nozzle were to come out 20 years from now, right? Even if we were to get a timeline on 20 years from now, damn 2040 commercialization of the technology, okay, I swear to God, I'll add shares because of that shit. Because guess what? We're taking the sequencing market. We're blowing past the damn moon. We're going to the damn Pluto, right? Simple as it gets. Simple as it gets, man. Most companies don't have as good of a setup as BioNano. Most of them don't have 360 million on cash, right? Okay? No. Absolutely never sending money to Chinese controlled company. Dude, nothing against the Chinese, but the government system the Chinese has chosen is Jesus. I'm not supporting that. Do you think those people? I don't. Let's not get into it. You make your own decision about the damn commies. All right, yeah. Pat Bio did buy a DNA extraction company. Yes, and we did go over that. I actually think that's. Again, this isn't huge news, but I actually think that's, if anything, that's actually good for BioNano. Believe it or not, and I'll tell you right now because we probably got some new people in here. Pat Bio is a rival. Right, they're considered direct competition to BioNano. Not really true. We're actually complementary to their technology, believe it or not. But basically, that is good, and it's good because Pat Bio, they are not focusing on inventing, innovating, and developing their long read sequencing sector. They just got a company a couple weeks ago or a month ago, if you remember, a short read sequencing company. Now they're getting a DNA extraction company. You notice there's a clear trend. They're not developing stuff that is greater than 500 base pairs because they're strategically realizing that that's just a waste of money because they're never going to be able to do what BioNano does. Because the fact is, sequencing cannot do, and it will never. I could be wrong. The text changes left and right. Of course. Okay, nothing stays the same. But here's the thing. To my understanding, because of the repeat sequences of the genome, sequencing will never be able to do what optical genome mapping does. Never. And it's because the repeat genome thing, but it's also because the DNA that optical genome mapping actually takes, it's a whole uncorrupted DNA molecule. That's what they call it, right? I'm not a scientist, okay? I've just watched a lot of presentations that I've read way more than I should on damn optical genome mapping, right? But here's the thing. Sequencing doesn't take a whole DNA molecule. They take fragments of it and they try to map it back together. And they try. That's what the competition does. That's what hi-fi. That's what karyotyping, CMA fish. These methods, they don't take a whole uncorrupted DNA molecule. They fragment it and map it back together. And it takes an insane and an embarrassingly long amount of time, and embarrassingly, it takes such a high skill. It's almost an art, right? That's a quote. Karyotyping is almost an art, not a science, because it's so hard, and it's so hard to piece the stuff back together. And this is why BioNano will always have, at least, for the foreseeable future, if not always, this technology that we've developed, optical genome mapping, it will always have the greater than 500 base pair market. And that market is bigger than you and I both realize. Because there's applications, quote by the CEO, there's applications that have not even been developed yet, right? That's a quote from the CEO. last earnings call. Was that it was 2 earnings ago or last earnings one? Okay, I forgot which one exactly. Keenan Grace has been shorting BNGO. Dude, oh my gosh. God, I really hope that we start. I really hope that I want him to get burned. If you have the audacity, whatever. You know what? I'm not even gonna. Good luck, Keenan Grace. Good luck. Good luck. We'll see what happens. Anything can happen, right? Anything can happen. Getting tired of not seeing results in BNGO stock. All right, if you're tired of it, then get out, man. Dude, listen, man. If you're not happy with BNGO and you're like, all right, this isn't worth my money, I might as well just cut losses now. Get the hell out. What are you doing here, man? If you're here, we've got. If you are debating, if you're having a problem with your conviction the day before earnings, you're probably not set up. Your character is probably not for buying a stock, man. Oh. Sold all my BNGO in the dip today. What? Really? Are you joking? Why is there so much I don't understand why there's so much fear today. I don't understand it. It's not like we're underperforming. We're outperforming, actually. MicroVision is down almost 8%. We're not even down 3% right now. Earnings is tomorrow. You've got a great chance to add before earnings. Oh my God, what the heck is Robinhood doing? Somebody stop this. Somebody start shorting Robinhood. The damn manipulators are long on this. That's why it's going higher. The manipulators are long. Oh my gosh, people are buying Robinhood instead of high growth on the dip. That's what it's come to. They're buying Robinhood, the manipulation. Where's all the AMC crowd that's supposed to be shorting Robinhood? What the heck? What the heck are they doing, man? If you're all in on BNG over $1 a share and holding through earnings, then you are a degenerate gambler. Wow. Wow, man. Aren't you doing that? Buddy, you're doing that. You're holding as over 15% of your portfolio. Although you have a nice average, you're still holding it with like 15% of your portfolio. You said you like the long-term outlook. Oh, it's so funny that all these people, all these bearish people on BNG are coming in now that we're red. Not yesterday, though, when we were green. It's so funny. Every time. It never fails, man. Never fails. I had to eat a blueberry for the boys. 586 right now. Hopefully forming a hammer candle. What did I miss? You basically missed crybabies and fear. Yeah, you missed. Actually, no, you didn't miss crybabies. You missed people trying to manipulate people. Thresh and the Bears. I don't even know if there is any other people. It's just Thresh trying to get everybody to sell. I don't even understand. Thresh, what the hell, man? Are you short? Did the manipulators slip you some cash? What's going on? Why are you so bearish all of a sudden? Why are you not bearish tomorrow? Why didn't you say sell yesterday at highs? Why are you just now saying we're going to go to 150? Why are you holding 15% of your portfolio in BNGO if you think we're going to 150 end of year, man? We will never understand the bears, will we? We'll never understand them. And it's a good thing too, because that just gives us more. That just gives us more chance to get more shares before this happens. But this is going to load. Here we go, right here. Boom. When's the time frame? When we get 800 million in revenue recurring, and 2 hours. Let's go to the chart here. When we get 800 million, when we get 800 million, that's actually in about this is the bull case scenario here. So a bull case, that would be in 6 years, 6.5 years, we would be up 800%, or not 800%, sorry, 900% to 2,000%. That's how much we would be up if the revenue projections right here are accurate. And you guys know my opinion, right? I think these are I think it comes down to this right here. It comes down to the installed units. It comes down to how many sales we're getting and the volume of the consumables, which is it's kind of hard to predict, but at the same time, there's a clear trend that we have right now. And the company wants global adoption of Sapphire. There's a huge market for us. So I think it's likely. I think this is the bull case scenario, right? If we go to the base case, it's more like 2028, 2027. But yeah, about 5 to 6 years, we're going to be up at least, right? This is just based on the revenue alone, right? 900% to 2,000% upside. That's not according to me. That's not my math, right? That's actually somebody that actually knows how to do math, right? Not me. Beautiful. So it's beautiful. All right. 110% annual growth rate. This should be a comedy show. Okay, that is pretty funny. But my friend, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? We got a 72% compounded growth rate for the units installed. What are you talking about? We got a 75. And what are you talking about? 110%. It's not 110%. It's set. My friend, look at the oh my. The numbers are right here that we're the CAGRs are literally right here. Do any of these look like 3 digits to you? I'm sorry. Now I'm just being impertinent, right? I'm just being rude now. But dude, look at this. I mean, it's pretty simple. Your revenue is a 75% CAGR. 75%, that's how much it increases each year. It compounds. It's a compounding effect, right? Okay? Are you do you need me to slow down, my friend? Okay, I need to stop now. I'm letting myself get pissed off now. 584. If you ever want to, hey, if anyone, I know I've already said this, but I'm telling you, if there's any new viewers, man, if you want to get a kick, dude, go to May 13th. Find a stream of mine that was on May 13th. Just go to like a date. Just scroll through the streams. Find the one that's on May 13th. That is when we were at $4.30, and watch how beautifully the chat and compare the differences and the similarities of this, of what Thresh is saying right now and what Robbie was saying on May 13th. You won't find a difference. It's the exact same thing. It's literally the exact same thing. Auspicious lives off people's hope. Oh man, are you serious? Oh my gosh. Yeah, see, this is what gets me pissed off. People like this gets me very pissed off. My friend, you know that I have my own money invested in the company, and you know I think I'm the only, I don't know if this is true because I haven't checked all the other YouTubers in a while because I hate them mostly, but dude, I literally have 100% of the portfolio in BIOL. I'm losing money right now, and in the red, literally because of BNGO, and you think I'm here living off people's hope. These are the comments that make me want to tear someone's head off. Dude, we're going down because of high growth today. What do you want me to do? I'm sorry, but I mean, we got earnings tomorrow. If you're selling right now, if you're wondering, like, is this company for me? It's probably not for you. If you're in doubt right now, but one day before earnings, when we're down 3%, with high growth getting, I mean, this is decimation. This is decimation level now. We're in decimation zone for the high growth sector. And earnings is tomorrow. Let that sink in, man. If you've done your research on earnings, I don't need to say it. Please go watch the video on why I think earnings will be kick-ass. Please go and educate yourself on why earnings is likely to beat. We'll see how it ages, right? We'll see. We'll be streaming it tomorrow. We'll suffer it together, or we will make fun of the bears together, right? We'll see what happens. All right. Does BNGO have any competition coming in the near future? Big Bull on ST seems to think so. Thanks. No, they don't. Basically, the CEO, to give you the summarization here, basically the CEO says NABCs, which is our mostly conventionally defined as our biggest competitor, right? They do whole mapping or whole optical mapping is what they call it, or something like that. They're nowhere close to us. I think he said, I don't know what the quote was. I forgot. I should go look at what that quote was, but he says they're nowhere close to us. They're absolutely nowhere close to where we are right now. And Pat Bio's recent acquisitions should tell you where they're focusing and where they're not focusing. Which Ape Language, connect the dots. They're trying to double down on their strengths, and they're leaving. Coincidentally, they're leaving BioNano to our strengths. Right, and the reason is because they know there's no chance. They don't have a chance competing with us in the greater than 500 base pair realm. They may as well accept that there's going to be a Sapphire next to almost every single hi-fi machine in essentially every high-volume cytogenetic lab, and there's over 2,000 worldwide. Think about that for a second. Over 2,000 genetic labs worldwide. We are only installed in 107 of them, and they're not even all cytogenetic labs. We're in universities, research institutions, right? We're not even only in cytogenetics, okay? 2,000 more installations just waiting, right? Okay, simple as it gets, man. Simple as it gets. If you're a bear long term, God bless your soul. God bless your portfolio, more like, right? 581 right now. All right. I think we're going to end the stream here pretty soon. But, God, there's so much fear today. I feel bad, though. There's so much fear. There's so much fear. I feel like I'm like the... I feel like this is like everybody, this is like recess in preschool and everybody's like running around. I'm the teacher. I have to get everybody up like, oh no, guys, calm down, come on down. Recess is over. We have to get back in our seats now, right? Everybody's freaking out that BNGO is like failing as a company or something just because we're down because high growth's down on the day. No, we're not down. Okay, remember, there's still a chance for me to be wrong on my long-term synthesis. You guys know my long-term synthesis. I hope you make your own based on your own research. But just because we're down 3% today does not mean we lost 3% of our value. The reason why we are down is straight up just because high growth's getting killed. We have earnings tomorrow. With CGC is going on today. We have 2 presentations going on. The company is continually getting better. It's continually getting better, man. 582. Really excited for tomorrow. Me too. Me too, my friend. Looks like we might have 575 today. Stay end of day. Stay the whole day. Oh, man, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. A lot of paper hand investors, it seems, buy more and hold for the LT. Worldwide adoption on its way. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, it is. There's nothing stopping the worldwide adoption of us. That's the thing. There's nothing stopping us. There's nothing stopping the Sapphire from getting a ton. UVXY down 1%, I know. Brandon, do not go, please. Can you recap this stream real quickly? Probably not, honestly. But I would just say if I had to recap it quickly, I'm going to leave out the explanations here, so you just have to take my word. You can rewind if you want to see them. Basically, we're down today not because of BioNano's company. We're down because of high growth, and we've got a presentation today. I also wanted to make the case that we got this article here, and basically, if things are going to go on track, 5 to 10 years down the line, if sapphires are going to sell like we think they are, right, 60 to 70% CAGR, we're going to go up 9,000 to 2,000% stop price. And actually, if nano commercial releases, or we're going to be valued at a little bit higher than what our even PE ratio or what this revenue would entail, we would be valued at much higher than. We'd be going up north of $2,000, or not 2,000%. Sorry, 2,000%. And that's not my math. That's this guy's math. Okay, that's the guy who's your math. that's not my math. So it's better. So it's reliable. And that's I mean, we've been talking about 1,000 different things. So that's what I will say. All right, man. A guitar riff would maybe calm down the freak bear show. I'll do that. He looks serious and trusted. I'll tell you what, I'm down for. You guys know I'm always down for a guitar riff. I want to play a guitar riff, right? So if you give me the green light, I'm ready. I'm always ready to play the riffs. I was actually doing a. Feel free to get out of here now. I guess we're doing irrelevant information now. Feel free to get out of here. Feel free to go and look at someone else's big forehead. But yeah, we're gonna do irrelevant. We're gonna do last minute questions and guitar riff. I think. I mean, if I'm ready. Guitar out. I'm gonna smoke some weed. All right, done. All right, good. That's good enough for me. All right, I'm gonna get the guitar ready. But yeah, back to what I was saying. I was doing a video for the other channel. I was doing another whole riff, a song almost. Right? I put a couple riffs together, metalcore song. Censor me, please, Lil. It's okay if I hurt your feelings. Thrash, you know I don't try to intentionally censor you. My friend, I feel you should give me the benefit of doubt here more. God damn. Okay, here we go. Marco. Oh my, there's so many emotional comments today. Marco, you have been wrong, Brandon. In the past month, saying to the moon and instead doing nothing, people is losing hope. And if tomorrow this doesn't move up, people will sell it and forget about it. Dude, oh my gosh, I don't even feel I need to respond to that. If you want to give up, if you're done, if you literally think about it this way, the only reason why we're down the past month is because high growth is going down, not because of the stock, right? The company's only gotten great news. If you want to sell now, please do it and spare me the complaining, please. That's the one thing that really gets on. I don't get mad when the price is down, because I understand sometimes the stock price is not going to move exactly with what the company is doing. Sometimes it takes more than a couple months or a couple weeks to go up and credit the true fundamental value, right? If anyone's taught me that, it's Warren Buffett, right? Himself, his quotes: "Be greedy when others are fearful, my friends. We've been in the bear market for high growth since February 16th, arguably." I mean, yeah, that's actually not arguable. That's factual. And that's what BIOL moves with. Anyways, yeah, let's get the guitar out here. All right. Recap death and carnage. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. Thank God for weed. All this market manipulation. Without weed, I'd shoot up Wall Street. Oh, Brandon, they do it to wind you up. Haha. Yeah, I know. I know they do. They do a good job, too. I do a better job now. If you think it's funny now about how much these comments piss me off, I'm telling you, man, you will get a kick out of it. Watch the May 13th streams. I am like, oh my gosh. I mean, if you're new here, you'll get a kick out of it, I'm sure. Brandon, I am for you, but you must buy and sell. The market is not giving it for free. Buying more BNGOs at discount bay. Hell yeah, man. All right, here we go. All right, I'm gonna riff out a little bit. Hey, man. Hey, while we're riffing today, hey, feel free to get out. I'm just playing guitar. I'm just riffing. I mean, you feel free to go and spend the rest of your day doing something else, right? I actually hope you do, because I actually feel bad when I see a lot of people on the viewers when I'm playing guitar just randomly, you know, because most people here they're not metalheads, they're stock people, right? Because this is a stock channel. I'm just gonna play though, so feel free. Right now we're gonna take our we're gonna watch the price, and I'm gonna play guitar a little bit to take our mind off of it. So yeah, I don't know. Yeah, we're gonna do it. How do you pronounce that? Ramps. Oh, I'm not even gonna try to pronounce that band, the German or Russian band. Yeah, I know, I've heard of them. Rammstein. Oh God, I butchered that, didn't I? I butchered that. There we go. All right, let's put this down here. Let's do the 5,000 steps that it takes to get the guitar setup ready. All right, let me go ahead and do this. I forgot last time I forgot to switch that, so I looked like a lefty. I'm not actually a lefty. Here we go. All right, good enough. Right there. All right. Please feel free to get out of here, man. Please feel free. All right, I'm just going to be quiet and shut up and play some more. I'm just going to shut up and do some guitar riffs. Play some guitar riffs till we hit $6 again, yeah. All right, here we go. Ear rape ready. Get ready. Ear rape. Let me make sure. Tell me the audio's all right. Let me make sure I got everything ready. I probably forgot something. I always do, right? I always do. All right. Got the good mic selected. All right. There wasn't much to forget, but somehow I find a way. Here we go. Ear rape ready. There we go. major problems right now. Yep. There goes the viewers. Rightly so. Rightly so. This is slowly, I just had this just popped in my mind. This is slowly becoming a guitar channel. Don't worry though, it's not. We're still doing BNGO daily, my friends. I promise. I promise. My hands are sweating today, which is very abnormal. Trust me, you do not want to hear the vocals. Oh god, I wish I could play Eruption. I can't. Oh yeah, I'll tell you what. That reminds me of one you like. Stuff. Green Monster, $10 donation. My friend, no! No, we are not starting this again. I swear to you, not when BNGO is down 3%. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. No! No! I am just going to thank you so much. No. We are not starting this again. My version of a love song is Kill Switch Engage, End of Heartache. I'll do the last. I gotta have a finishing riff. A finishing one. I'll do play Sapphire Heart for outro. I'll tell you what. I'll do the intro song. Yeah, I'll do the intro song for the end. Please feel free to get out. Last one. Let's do right here. Let me stretch the back real quick. My back gets. I don't know if this is my back's problem or this is just normal. My back gets so sore when I'm on one leg and put the other leg right here. Let me get center for the camera for once. I always am so dumb. Here we go. There we go. Right there. I can't even do that. Now it's uncomfortable. All right. I'm compromised to do right here. you so much, everybody. Feel free to get out here now. Feel free. If there's anyone that made it through all that. Oh, man. Too funny, man. Too funny. I love playing guitar for you guys. I love it. All right. I think I enjoy that too much. I really think so. All right, man. Still at 583. It looks like we picked a pretty good time. It's just gone sideways. I'd probably still be arguing with Thrash right now if we had just stayed, if we had not played guitar, probably. So this YouTuber went crazy, yes. Well, already was crazy, my friend. All right. With that being said, man, let me switch this so I don't forget for next stream. All right. Thank you so much, everybody. All right, man. Yeah, earnings is tomorrow, right at the market close. It should be. It should be at least, yeah. Yeah, last time, the webcast is starting 30 minutes after the market close. I recommend getting here before the market closes. A couple minutes before the market closes at the latest, you know. That's when it is. Yeah, Power. Yeah, we'll be streaming the Power Hour. Yeah, it'll start. Here, I'll go ahead and give you the link right now, just in case anyone needs to set the reminder and wants a convenient way. Here we go, right here. Perfect. Yeah, this is starting at 225 right now. That's what I have it as right now. We'll probably start somewhere around there. Yeah, yes, sir. Yeah. All right, man. Thank you so much, Green Monster and SpongeBob. God, you guys. Hold on, let me read. Oh, I gotta read the rest of these. I hope he has a huge repertoire because there'll be many more red days to fill the gap at 347. Clown. I don't know if he's joking or not, but all right, man. Thank you so much, everybody. Green Monster, $10 donation. SpongeBob, $5 donation. God dang it, you guys are too smart. You guys are too generous. Thank you so much. All right, Jake. See you later. Thank you so much, everybody. After hours still popping time. All right. Good day to all. Add-on dips. Earnings will take us to 8s. What do you think? Yeah, I think at least 7s. We'll see, though. I think it's going to be kick-ass. We'll see. The day of reckoning is here tomorrow. Well, the day of reckoning is tomorrow. With that being said, thank y'all so much. This is not financial advice. I will see y'all in the next one.